Today, we're talking about gaining clarity with Coach Sara Bee.
You can live a life in flow where your deepest heart's desires become reality.
You are here to contribute through your essence, fall deeper in love with your life and the journey that you are on.
Take what works, ditch the rest, and always stay set for love.
Thank you for being a part of this community. We're all designed to live in flow. So let's go.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Sarah.
Yay.
Good morning. Hi, beautiful ladies. How are you doing today?
Doing great. I love that smile. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank
So
you so much.
excited to have you back on our show. I want to just dive in really quick into this topic and like who you are. So for people who don't know you or who haven't seen your other episode, do you want to just let us know a little bit more about you and the work that you do? And then let's talk about gaining clarity in life.
Great. Thank you so much for having me again, Eva and Shelly. It's really a pleasure to be with you. So basically, I'm a life and performance coach, and my focus is on gaining clarity, finding your purpose in life, and making you become that unstoppable, empowered individual. And I also help you to settle your own business or help you to find your own passion in life so you can like become entrepreneur, gain money or whatever you want so you can grow yourself independently. And currently, like I'm running my own business. I'm having also my podcast like type of show, and that in a nutshell. But currently, I'm focusing all my work on like my new program that I just launched last week. It's about like gaining clarity in your life and how you can become like unstoppable and powerful just from getting that clarity on your purpose, on your identity, on yourself, on getting high in self-awareness.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Thank you.
So where would people find that, Sarah?
Well,
when
you
you just launched?
Yeah, well, actually, I launched it on Facebook on my personal profile, like Sara Berrada, or you can also follow me on my Facebook page, Coach Sara Bee. It's Coach Sara Bee, and same on Instagram, Coach Sara Bee, same thing, and my YouTube channel, Coach Sara Bee as well. That's where I put like expert talk type of show where you can go and get knowledge about different type of self-development, coaching, and self-help type of channel.
Very
Yay.
good.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So Sarah, tell us, like, how does someone gain clarity? Here I am. I don't know what I want to do, or I have too many things that I want to do.
Yeah.
How do I know?
Yeah, the thing is, initially what happens like to all of us is like at a point of time in our life, we are like getting like air all over the place. So we hear our friends saying one thing, our family is saying another thing, the society and the news is something else, the flow and the trends are doing something else. So we feel like we are lost in between the different flows, between what we want, between what it is and what we should be doing, or what is all these things we have in our mind. So that's where the clarity gets lost, because we start focusing on ourselves and start looking outside what's happening, what's in there, like look into the society, look into the news, look into the friends, look into that post on social media that gets us disturbing at night, so that way clarity gets lost in a way. And of course there is also lack of self-awareness and what you want in life and all of that, but that's basically where it is. But it takes you, first of all, courage to go and seek for clarity. The people can realize that actually they are not clear in their life and they are completely lost, but they are afraid to acknowledge that actually they need help and they need to get cleared and sorted out. So first of all, you need to get like this courage and go and ask and say, okay, I need to get clarity on my life, and go seek asking questions and get like coach or somebody like who's going to help you in this journey. That's the first step, I would say, to get clarity and how it comes.
So you're saying go within. That's going to be like really like not looking at what external forces might be telling you or feeling, or you feel pressure, or is this going to be accepted? Like really what is that? That's like the first big thing, right?
And I think
exactly.
What I heard too, Sarah, was don't try to do this on your own when you really are lost a little bit. Don't be prideful. pretty much just get out there and get some help, because you're going to go steam forward ahead when you have someone motivating you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, 100%. So basically, don't do it by yourself. And the first thing is like, you need to step up and say, yes, I need to get clear on myself. I don't want to live in this circle of this rat life anymore. I don't want to be blurred vision anymore. I need to get clear on myself. I need to sort myself out. And the first thing that you said, Eva, yes, is to look inside. But the other thing also that I want to say is like clarity doesn't only mean clarity within yourself. There's also like clarity in the world, like where you are living. Like if you have no meaning around you, like that is like why these things happen or what it means like to have such things around you, it may probably like the clarity is even lost even if you have clarity within yourself at some point. So you might be very aligned with your purpose, but then you don't know like somehow the global purpose of life, or you don't know like the general frame of life, and you don't put yourself in context. So there is the internal clarity that is self-centered clarity, and that is like from within, and there is the other clarity like a depth sight of what's happening around you. So that's also very important for you to get clear about.
I'm kind of confused when you're saying that though, Sara. Are you saying like, don't if you're like living in a place that doesn't make you happy, or are you just basically saying be aware of because of what's happening in our world today because of COVID and what your limitations are? I'm trying to understand exactly what you're saying.
So basically, there is both of these things. So first of all, there is the first part, which is like the very close environment where you are. So basically, you are living with your family. Maybe you are living alone. Maybe you are living in a country that it's not like aligned with who you are. It doesn't serve your values. Then probably that's not the right place for you. And also there is another type of clarity, which is like on the term of like the whole world. Where are we right now? Like the COVID era, I would call it, and then this whole thing that is happening around us. If we don't try to see what's behind the news, what's behind these things, we'll be just like having like some superficial meanings, and then we're just like following the next step and then the next step. We don't have like that depth of sight. That's how I want to call it.
Much
I
better.
love that.
Thank you
I
for
think
clarifying
it's
that.
really important that we figure out how we connect into the world. So it isn't just clarity within yourself, but like what is your meaning and purpose within the context of your community, of the world. That's what I hear you saying.
100%. Yeah.
Okay. So what if I'm like, all right, I see the world. I'm at peace with it. I get it. This is only so much of what I can control. Now I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to start working on my dream, like working on that thing. Or what steps would you give someone so that way they can start to like really step into their meaning, really step into that purpose and become really clear. One of the things I've been trying to do is say, what do I want my life to look like a year from now? And I really am trying to like have a vision of it, but even finding that vision, it's hard. It's hard to like, even if you said you would have all the money in the world, everything's going to work out. What do you want? And I'm like, what do I want? What do I want to be doing every single day? So what would you say to me? Like, how would you like help me to figure out how to have that vision be really clear?
First of all, like I totally understand your point, because there are some people actually who are unable to see or visualize. This is like first things. Like there are some people who don't have this skill, or they don't have this ability to really. I got this in my coaching sessions. Sometimes I ask my coachee, like, can you like visualize? Where I drive them through a process of visualization, and it's driven like by coaching question, etc. But still, they are unable to reach there. So there is no blame on you on this point, but still, what we can do in this, to get back to the answer, that the question that you asked initially, which is what you do in order to start this journey of getting clear on yourself. So basically, we're starting now for within, like we're trying to understand within us what's happening. This is number one. So first of all, we need to get clear on our purpose. What is it that really that motivates us? What is it, that thing that we want to achieve in our life? What is the mission that we want to strive for in our life? It's like you have a business, and then you are running a business, and then you don't have a mission, and you're just like looking for clients and get money. So just like the business is pointless. So I'm not saying a human being is a business, but I'm just like giving you an analogy to see like you should have a meaning behind it, a purpose that you are serving the community or yourself and the people around you. So find that purpose of yourself. Either like it can be just like as simple as just like helping people around you get, food, or like maybe there are a lot of people who go to those social work type of things because that will make them fulfilled, and that will help them get into their tap into their life purpose. So the other thing you do is like once you find it, you get into like setting like small steps, so small intentions daily. On a daily basis, when you wake up in the morning, you set your intention. This is like very important for you to have like clarity on your day on a daily basis. So when you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what is my intention for today? What do I want myself to achieve by the end of the day? And how do I want to live today? These are the intentions these are the questions that you ask yourself in the early morning, so that you set your intentions for the day, and in a way that are aligned with your life purpose. And that's the second thing. And of course you set like also the bigger goals, like what you want to do like in this week, and then what you're going to do in the month. And then you put like the 3 month, the 6 month, the 1 year, and then there's like all they are building into that vision that you're holding for yourself. So coming back to the question of like how you can get the vision in there, like basically you just like look for somebody that have achieved success, or somebody who you admire maybe, or somebody who is your role model. And you don't have to create a new vision or create a new success, but you just like duplicate or model that success, or you copy that vision and you build, or either you duplicate it for yourself or you follow it. So there are like leaders and followers in type of scenarios. So not everybody is made to be a leader, and not everybody is made to be a follower. So that's why if you are unable to create a vision for yourself, so go find a vision and follow that somebody who's having that vision that you're okay with or happy with. So this is number one. And the number two is just like find somebody, duplicate and model that thing that makes you feel happy about yourself.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's really great. That's really great. Well, I'm thinking too of, I think if somebody too, what would you say to them if they were really lost though? I mean, when you're saying find your purpose or find something you're happy about,
Mhm.
I do think that sometimes people just have like a blank slate. Like they think no matter how many times you tell me to be positive or whatever, um, do you think people have to find this purpose within themselves, or it really can be just from like other doors were open from finding a person that's doing something that they think is great?
Mm.
Mm. Well, first of all, if somebody is very lost, I mean, the way how I approach this also on my program, like the first thing we start with in this program that I built also, this is answering your question, which is basically we start talking about what's happening inside of your brain right now. What are you thinking of yourself? What are like the self-talk? What is the negative scenarios, or the not only the negative, but all the script that you keep repeating with yourself? So you need to write this down somewhere, and then write it maybe in a text, or maybe write it in bullet points. But as long as you write it down, you will have clarity on how really your brain is thinking at the moment. So this will give you first of all like detachment of these ideas, and then makes you like, okay, that's not that is what I'm thinking. And then you start skeptic in yourself, is this really true? Is this statement that I believe about myself, is this really true? And then from that process also you can move into like beliefs, and then you start like going deeper into like, okay, this is coming from a belief that I have, that I got maybe from my parents, or I got from somewhere else. And then this belief actually is not true. This is holding me back. And after that, then we reach the purpose part, and then we reach the what is the gift, the strength that you have as a human being, that have been given to you by God, or by, I mean, as nature in you. That is, you need to use it in order to be like in a fulfillment in this planet, and also to be like self-actualized at a level, at a bigger level. And then after that, you put the goals, and then you put the all the visualization that we talked about, and then all the habits that you want to build, the momentum, etc. So I'm not sure I understand the second part that you did of your question, but this is for, is that answering your question already or not?
No, I think that was great, because what you're really saying is that, or at least what I heard you say, was people are all at different areas. So somebody that's completely lost, maybe they may need to start from the really beginning and their self-talk and whatever. Whereas there might be another person who has really good self-talk and they're still not sure what they want to do. So I think what you're saying is your program offers people and meets them wherever they're at.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Yes. And
I
it's
love
all
that.
starts from like the relationship you have with yourself, because we cannot be in a different level unless we clear up first the mess on the table. So we
Yes.
need first to get clear on whatever we have, and then the negative talk or the sometimes some people have too much positive thinking about themselves. Like it's like, like there is like a mirror, like where there is a cat and then they see themselves like a lion. There is like a picture on the web going around with that.
Yeah,
I'm
they
not talking about narcissistic people, but I'm just like sometimes we have like a very different view from ourselves, and this is the perception of ourselves. So the better we close the gap between the reality and who we really are, the better we will be, like mentally speaking, and then emotionally speaking with ourselves, and that's from where clarity starts.
Sara, that's so good. Okay, I have one last question for you. So I'm someone that has too many ideas. I have too many things I want to do. So I touch everything a little bit, but I don't get anything really done. It takes me a very long time. Like I'm still working on a book from 3 years ago. So what would you say for someone like me who has too many projects, too many ideas, too many things they want to do? How do I gain clarity on like honing in, doing
Uh-huh.
one and then trusting that one and then letting it go and then maybe doing another? Like I just really struggle with that. I want to do it all.
Yeah, I understand completely what you're saying. And I got a lot of people who do this. And this is basically coming from the first part, which is a lack of setting boundaries and lack of like you want to get everywhere. You want to do everything. And then you say yes to this and say yes to this and yes, say to this. So there is like a type of like you don't say no. There is no way like you don't reject some things because sometimes you just you want to please people, or maybe because sometimes you just want to, you are a hyper achiever, like a high achiever. You want to achieve a lot of things at the same time. So this is on the second place, and the third place is probably you are too much lost in your thinking. So you are not clear on your purpose. That why are you doing what you're doing? That's why you think that doing this and doing that and doing that. This is all what gonna serve like a future image that you have for yourself. So I would what I would advise you here is like first of all to really get clear on like what is it that you really want to invest your time with. Once you stick that, then all the other things say no to it, and do not even look at it. Just drop it down and then don't look at it. I mean, seriously, otherwise you will just like um otherwise, you keep it on the side, and then once you finish the task number one, go back to task number two. And this is part of how you can be a high performer. You can't focus your energy on three things at the same time. And this also goes on a daily basis. If you have like a long to-do list, so basically what you do is like you put the three most important things you have to achieve during the day in that to-do list, and then focus on those three, get the first thing done, and then the other thing will follow, and then you forget the things that were not even in the important list. So does this answer your question, Eva?
Sure does.
Great.
wow, she honed in on that.
Sara,
Sorry.
I love you. Do you have any final questions for her before we head out?
No, I mean, what she just said to you
I know.
just shows that she really can just, I think people are really lucky to have you, Sara, because you can hone right in. And I think you got the meat of that problem so quickly. So I hope people will reach out for you. You are a true blessing. So thank you for
Sara, where can people find you? Let's let them know one more time, and then don't hang up when we'll play the little closing credits. We want to say bye to you, but where can people find you if they want to connect with you and if they're looking for a great life coach to help them find clarity?
Yes, I'm here, and definitely, I this is like where my pleasure is to help people get clear. And this new program that I'm launching, like the Get Clarity program, aligned with my ebook that I'm launching as well. It's just like it's gonna make you like not only set clear about yourself, but also get unstoppable and become like the person who you always want to be, because that's what is life about. It's about being the person who you are. And you can find me, you can join my program, like contact me on social media, Coach Sara Bee on Facebook and Coach Sara Bee on Instagram. And I'm also on LinkedIn, on Twitter, but preferably on Facebook and Instagram at Coach Sara Bee. And also my website, www.coachsarabee.com. And also, please go and follow my YouTube channel. It's a new YouTube channel where I intend to put all like self-help videos. And now it's like I have also a new podcast where it is all about like expert talk, where you get like how-tos about all social and everyday problems that we have. I would be very happy to drive you in a conversation, also 45 minutes. If you have something to talk about, I'd be very happy to hold that. Just go to my Instagram and then hit on the link tree and book the call from there. Thank you so much, ladies. I really enjoyed every time.
Thank you, Sara, so much for being with us. We really appreciate having you back. We can't wait to have you again. You're so awesome.
Yes.
It's like so much information, and you're so good about just getting it out. Like, and this, and this, and this. I'm like, oh, this woman's on fire. So it's a pleasure having you. Thank you so much. And thanks everyone out there for watching. And check out Sara Bee if you're looking for a great life coach. She's definitely someone that you want to have in your corner, and just follow her on Instagram. If you're not sure, just follow her because she gives such beautiful content out there, and you'll be lured in for sure. So thank you again. I love you, best friend.
Love you. Don't forget, everyone,
Bye.
hit the bell. Hit the bell. Bye, Sara.
Bye.